And so let me tell you what we have coming up on our show tomorrow. Tamara Keith on the Week in Politics. Bobby Allen on President Trump's plan to start selling early access to his posts on Truth Social. My essay will remember Margot Howard. She was a guest a couple of times, I believe, on Open Book. The old Chicago columnist and author. Yes, happened to be daughter of Ann Landers and very good family friend for many years and constant correspondent. Hi there, Jennifer Kathleen Gibbons. Legal representation for thousands of immigrant children will expire at midnight. And what are the implications for that? Interviewed a very charming guy who named Peter Scott, lived 3 doors down from a pub in London that went out of business, so he decided to buy it for the sake of the community. And he was quite nice to talk about the importance in pubs in British culture. We have a piece on Missouri voters asked to overturn referendum requirements. Then something about a plan to have zap millions of mosquitoes. Not in a way that they don't die, but they do become, what's my proper term of art here? Non-fertile, non-virile, that becomes sterile. And that obviously lessens their reproduction. Charming piece, Janet Woo-Jong Lee, 7-year-old boy, Philadelphia, thinks he wants to be a conservation scientist, so he takes a hike with a conservation scientist for encouragement. Then Paul Yoon talks about his wonderful novel, Etna, which is a very affecting story about a war in an unknown country as seen through the eyes of a dog. I talk about Iran-backed militia are taking an increasing role in the war that still continues to go there. Eleanor Beardsley interviews some evacuees from the fires in France. Just did an interview with Alex Hager from our member station KJZZ in Phoenix on the implications. The Interior Department announced a plan today with that would, because of drought and other conditions, entail could be 20% or for some states even more reduction in water from the Colorado River. Scott Lincicome, who's with the Cater Institute, on his concerns about President Trump's forced tariff announcements. Then, on a weekend where high surf is reported to be a concern in Southern California, Bono Barnes, a lifeguard in Southern California, on the job. Not all Baywatch. Jennifer Pack on a Bao breakfast in China, continuing our series of breakfasts around the world. Really, Rhonda? That's nice to know. Michelle Steele in sports. Things seem to be moving on the FIFA story. FIFA were essentially selling the World Cup, but I don't know and don't want to obviously announce anything prematurely. So let me just say I don't know, and we will know perhaps more by tomorrow. And then the music, new Carbenena from Lido Pimienta. So that's what we have coming up tomorrow morning. My essay tomorrow morning is going to be remembering Marco Howard. So if you join us at, yes, there is a Slyman named K-Jazz. Of course. And he's a very important work. If you join us at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, I'll be reading the essay on Marco Howard and our show billboards. And yeah, she was amazing. Real powerhouse in all ways. So it would be nice if you could join us tomorrow, one way or another. We'll be on the lookout for you. if you join us tomorrow, but certainly in the best show that we can possibly put on for you and everybody listening. So thanks very much. Yeah, you mean a lot to all of us. Hi there, Joan Dooley. Sorry, I'm about to leave. It'll be RT'd later, but in any event, who's in charge of wake up? That's a good idea. So very good to be with you tonight, and hope to see you tomorrow morning. All right. I'd talk a little bit more about the movie then. All right. Take care. Bye bye. A long story. Good to see you. Hope you join us tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll be reading my essay on Margot Howard. She would write me every 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes more, either Helene Steen. So I'll quote from some of that. Take care. Bye-bye.